It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Memphis Egyptians. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Lawrence looking to pass on the first play. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side.
And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And able to find Kirk complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Lawrence to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely.
Lawrence hit and the ball is free. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Let's face it, everybody at the start of a game has a mental image of how they expect it to go, and I think that was going exactly as they scripted it offensively. Moving the ball well, seemingly in control, and that fumble, that's got to be a little bit deflating, don't you think?
Yep, foiled the whole plan there, turned the ball over. Tackle made by Foley Fatukasi, the former UConn Husky. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Josh Allen, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. On play action, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Pulled in at the 24. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's Lawrence. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On third down, here's Etienne. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon. Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
To throw on second and 10. Lawrence escaping the pressure right. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Quick slant caught by Kirk. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. And the Jags are going to have a first and goal. It's some good running there. Gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. They'll run with Etienne. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, second and goal. They go play action with Lawrence. They'll roll him out right to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Anytime they think they've got him open beyond the markers, you know they're going to throw it his way. And that's not going to change even after that incompletion was forced.
Now, do you put it in your quarterback's hands again? That's the question here on third and goal. Lawrence will throw. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jags will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
65.
Henry again on second down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down. Play action. Garoppolo. Out to his left. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Chad Muma. There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, CD, that's a huge play by this defense in a close ball game. I think he was trying to just extend the play. They're getting outside the pocket, but he throws a costly pick 6.
Yeah, he's trying to find someone open. You're exactly right. He wasn't looking to run. He was looking to throw. The result, not good for him. They were more than happy on the defensive side to gather that one in and take it to the house.
Jake Elliott sets to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Garoppolo sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Josh Allen. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Now Garoppolo lost the football, and fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line of the red zone. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence. And he's got it. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 2nd and 1 from the 2. Etienne up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Lawrence. Flushed out right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
So the fumble recovery had him set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw is Garoppolo. Flush to his right. Open man is Denzel Mims. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Yeah, we saw that from up here, CD. A tug on the face mask, and the flag comes out.
And we saw that last week they had some defensive miscues like that. And they told us that they had worked hard on it in practice and thought they had it all cleaned up. But obviously the message hasn't really sunk in.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They'll run it again with Henry. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 12-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Egyptians are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Pull it good on the extra point. And this is back to an 8-point game. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Oh, leaping, and he makes the grab. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Steps away to his left. Oh, it floated on him, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
To throw again on second down, Garoppolo. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got some space here. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? And they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Now Garoppolo. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. This still a one-possession game. 8 points the difference as we resume action on EA Sports. Fields it right around the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Garoppolo looks to throw. He's got this one completed to Mims. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. A 1st down carry for Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
2nd down, they go again with Henry. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 56 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Down to about the 45. Can see this quite a bit on running plays where the guy's out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. might want to take that course.
Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. Josh Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play, but sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one, weren't able to do so.
He's going to let it go again. Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. Picked up by Andre Cisco. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
From the 6. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that 1st down gain of 8. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here's Jamie Gillen now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Now this throw caught left side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one good for 26 and a first down. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he's got his big tight end here. All that for a 2-yard gain, second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Bullock's kick is good, and they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. He's going to look deep for more. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll go again with Etienne.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Throwing on 2nd down, Lawrence. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. And this offense on third down today, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. And they'll work this down inside the 30. And a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time. And
it's caught. Touchdown. Chigakakwo. His second touchdown on the season. And the Egyptians have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. The drive starts with a completion left side. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Here's a give to Etienne. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 59 yards rushing for him now to this point. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. Etienne once more. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Now defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A handoff for Etienne.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8. Now here's whistles and another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
A 5-yard pickup. It's now 4th down.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to put them a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Wide to the left, and they'll be unable to build here onto their 5-point lead. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Now Etienne to start the drive. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on 2nd down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, and then you stop that clock. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Garoppolo to throw. He's got Derrick Henry again, back-to-back catches. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Back to throw, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Down to their last chance now. This is going to have to be a heave for the end zone and just hope for a miracle.
And I don't sit back with everyone back defending. I've got to have somebody rushing the quarterback. Don't make it easy for him to set up and throw the ball all the way downfield.
One final try now for Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Well, they're out of timeout, so this one has to be in the end zone. So make sure you have your fastest guys and your best sleepers on the field for this play.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And a high throw there as this is knocked away down to the ground and incomplete. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And I tell you, these division games never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you? Because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game on the road, tight, and they find a way to win it. Way to hunker down, as my old coach used to say, and find your way through.
So for Jacksonville, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
My Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the richest, heart in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boy stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we're not to ride nobody with, we're the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni had Yanni hits. This goes so hard.